Jaramogi and Kenyatta were one thing with independence. They only disagreed ideologically, not ethnically. Not because Jaramogi was a Luo or Kenyatta was a Kikuyu, no. And that is normal generally in politics. But then I've worked with members of this community for a long time. I started with Kenneth Matiba, Kenya Football League, and organized soccer in this country, that Kenya became number one in the whole of this region. Kenneth Matiba. And when Kenneth Matiba was in trouble with Charles Rubia, he came to me and said, there's a problem here. If you want to arrest us, only Jaramogi can save us. Arrange for us to meet Jaramogi. And arranged a meeting with Jaramogi, Matiba and Rubia. And we talked there about how we can fight to change Section 2A and bring back multipartyism. And that's when we met after that meeting, we organized a Kamkuji. Matiba, Rubia, and yours truly were arrested and detained together. Where Rubia ended up being very sick, Matiba got a stroke, and so on and so forth. But we had worked together. We came out back here, we started a Ford. Kenya, Ford. This is when they came and split it into Ford Kenya and Ford Asili. But we had to work together with those people. Fast forward again, when the position was divided in 1992 and lost elections, the was 34% against opposition's 66%. 97, we were not able to unite. We were defeated. 2002, when the opposition was divided again, I said Kibaki Tosha and campaigned for Kibaki when he was injured until he became president. Did I not know that Kibaki was a Kikuyu? Did I not know that Kibaki was a Kikuyu? I knew. That's what they are saying that I is an enemy of the Kikuyus. I don't know where it comes from. We only disagreed with Kibaki when people around him decided not to implement the constitution that we had agreed on, the basis of. So people talking about ethnicity are talking cheap politics, which is of the roots here. But today we are all escorting our brother, and but I want us to be united as a people. Kenya is much more important than any one of us. If Kenya burns, we have no country. You see around us, Somalia, from 1991 up to today, is in turmoil. Look at South Sudan. Look at DRC. Look at Ethiopia. And some other countries around us here. It is better to have peace that we have here and push and go and have a peaceful election than to have turmoil in this country. Because when it disrupts, we will know the end. That is the message that I want to convey here. And then finally, I want to say that Parliament must not try to change the Constitution because of narrow ends. The Constitution that we brought here brought devolution. Devolution need to be defended. But today in the Gazette notice, they are saying that they want to amend the Constitution in order to legalize this CDF national government. What does national government have to be in the counties? In counties, we have counties which have got executive powers to implement. Let the national government let go of resources to the counties or provide for the Constitution. Health is devolved, provide the funds down there. Roads also is devolved. You don't need Kora and Kera. I have only Kenha for the national government, dealing with international highways, national trunk roads, and feeder roads, and leave the other roads in the regions to counties and send the money down there. Why should we be building markets for counties? Let counties build market themselves. How about affordable housing? Let counties build affordable housing. Then we will not be talking about 15%. We will talk about 35 to 40% development funds. Then you can blame the governors if they're not working. But you cannot blame Governor Sakaja for roads in Nairobi which are not under his jurisdiction. Most of the roads in Nairobi are not county government roads. They are all Kura and Kara roads. What is Kara doing outside Nairobi as a city, the capital of the country? So let the revolution work in the honor of Dr. Garam. We want to end by saying, may the Lord rest his soul in eternal peace. Thank you very much.